Hi, welcome to Sweet Eclectic. My name is Crystal. Today we are going to be doing a cook with me video. So this is a meal that we make every single week, I bet, at least like the last month or so. And it is German pancakes with bacon. So it's not very crazy, but I do like it, and I think it's very simple, especially for a really easy dinner. And yes, I know it's specifically for breakfast, but we do breakfast for dinner a lot. The first step is taking 6 tablespoons of butter, it's a lot of butter, and putting it into an oven at 425 degrees. This is a crucial step because it gets like the crunchy layer on the bottom, and that like provides a lot of texture. So don't skip this step, don't just use melted butter. And you do it until it's like spitter spattering. While the butter is heating up, I'm going to put 6 eggs into this. Now we're going to add a cup of flour and a cup of milk, and then a pinch of salt. Okay, I moved you a little bit closer, but so you can see it's just like homogenized, like just eggs. Can't see it. Put in milk. I like to do it separately and just make sure the milk gets all incorporated. And then I like to do the flour pretty slowly, otherwise it gets really clumpy. So you can see it's having some flowers around the edges, and it does have a little bit of clumps. Just keep mixing. It doesn't have to be completely clump free, but you don't want like big, huge clumps. Now add a little bit of salt. I usually just put it in my hand. I think it says 1/8 of a teaspoon. Here's your batter. You want it to be pretty thin, but you can see there's still some clumps around the edges. Those like teeny ones, but those ones don't matter. But yeah, that's what it should look like. Okay, I'm gonna check on my butter. Okay, I'm gonna take my heating pad and just kind of wiggle it around. Okay, it's starting to sputter, but I want it to be a little bit sputtery. Oh, yep, that's perfect. Okay, you want it to be sputtering because that means it's hot enough that it's going to cook the egg really quickly, and then you're going to get that nice crust on the bottom. Okay, you want to hear it sputtering, that's important, but you don't want it spitting on you and hurting you. And then you take your batter and you just pour it right on. So it just looks like that. The butter kind of just like floats all around it, and then you put it in the oven for 30 minutes at 425. Okay, when it's in the oven, I just hurry and clean up and then get ready to make bacon. Okay, so it's been about 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna start the bacon. So I usually buy a big thing of bacon when it's on sale, and then I portion it off into like 9 pieces, and that seems to be plenty for all of us, so we all get 3 pieces. And I'm just gonna start frying it up. Okay, I think we're good. Sorry if it's loud, the bacon's cooking. Okay, so here it is. I'm gonna slice it up, and then Spencer usually likes powdered sugar and maple syrup. I just usually do maple syrup. And that's it. Okay, so I wanted to show you the bottom of the German pancakes because it's my favorite part. So the very bottom has like this crunchy, because of the butter, it has like this crunchy bottom, and that makes it so yummy. So if you don't heat up the butter until it's sputtering, it'll just be egg on the bottom. And so if that's what happens, you know you didn't get your butter hot enough. And then I've heard of some people putting a little bit of sugar in their batter, and that makes it even crispier. If you really like it crispy on the bottom. But I haven't done that because I don't really like sweet things already, so the maple syrup is like sweet enough for me. But yeah, it's like super pillowy, but then has like the crunch on the bottom, and it's very yummy, and I highly recommend. So just to recap the tips: heat up the 6 tablespoons of butter inside of a 9x9 pan. 9x9 pan is really important because otherwise if you use like a thinner, like a wider pan, they're going to be super thin and it's just not going to be as good. And it's going to make the eggs kind of rubbery. And then heat the butter up until it's like sputtering, and then you'll get the crunch on the bottom. If you don't want the crunch on the bottom, then heat it up until it's not sputtering, just like melt it in the oven. So I hope you liked this video, and I hope that it inspired you to try to make German pancakes. Just a reminder, the recipe is in the description. I don't know where it's from. It's just one that Spencer's family used, so there's that. And that's it, and I will see you next time. Bye.